recommend anybody doing the TQP field experience because it's something different than what we're all used to. A lot of my field experiences that you and I have been, in the Waterloo, Cedar Falls area, or I've done it at my school, and it was nice to just get to experience a different kind of environment than we're used to in the urban setting here.
I would recommend other students to teach in an experience like this because even though I grew up in a rural community, I didn't really enjoy the community that I grew up in, or I thought because it was too small. But when you go back and teach and you really develop those relationships with educators and see how great it really is to be in a rural community, it completely changes your whole mindset on the whole experience. So I would recommend it for anyone. It was a great experience.
I don't think I could have had a better experience. Most of the schools in Iowa are rural schools, so the chances for me to be hired in a rural school are really high. So I took this opportunity to prepare myself for what my classroom might actually look like and what kind of students I'll be working with in the future.
I feel as if the TQP experience helped me for my professional development because it showed me the importance of collaborating with other educators. And in a rural school district, it really shows the importance of that because all the teachers are family, they all work together, the whole community is their life, and it's just neat to see how important it really is to work with other educators.
Well, I thought that the video aspect of the TQP experience was valuable because it was nice to be able to see what I'm doing right when I'm teaching and what I'm not, and I know that's something that the students that weren't doing a TQP experience didn't have the opportunity to do.
The homestay, I loved it. It was so much fun. The lady we stayed with was a character. A lot of people described her like that. And I just noticed in particular there was a volleyball game at the school I was at, and during that day you noticed everyone was wearing school colors, and then a lot of the community came out for that specific volleyball game.
I absolutely loved my homestay. I stayed with 2 other UNI students, and that was really fun because we got to discuss the things that were going on in our classrooms, what we were doing, and it's really valuable, I think, to be able to reflect with other people about the experience.
Having a homestay definitely helped me understand the community and what it's like to live in a small town in Iowa and go to school in a small town. I actually stayed with a family of 6 that lived about 15 minutes away from the town that the school was actually in, and they showed me what they did for entertainment. They showed me what it was really like to live in a small town, and oftentimes at dinner we would have a conversation about the pros and cons of going to a rural school, and the mom was actually a teacher at Cal, the school that I was at, so she was able to really talk to me about the pros and cons from her viewpoint as a teacher, and then also what she saw, how the students benefited, maybe, and also some of the disadvantages that the students may have had too.
My homestay impacted my realization of the importance of the school and the community because it showed me that all members of the community are part of the school district. I lived with an elderly woman, and we went to an event that was like a Pops concert, and she looked forward all week to this event, and she's like, "Kristen, are you going? Are you excited?" And it just shows you how the smallest things impact all community members, and it was really awesome.
I loved the lady I stayed with for my homestay. She was a teacher at the school, and just being a part of the community not only when you're at school but when you're away from school. We went to a restaurant with some of the teachers and just got to know them better, and had a barbecue on the last night we were there. So I really just feel like in the small rural community there is a real sense of family in the school. And I really liked that because
the best aspect of my TQP Level 3 experience was the fact that I got to be fully submerged in the culture of a rural community. I grew up in a rural community, but this was a school that was different than mine because it was consolidated, and it was nice to be able to go to volleyball games, go to community events, and see the impact all these events really had on all the community members' lives and in the school district.
It's unlike anything that you've done before. Getting involved in the community was just so much fun. The school itself was just a whole community, and the homestay really helped to encompass the whole experience. It showed you the life of a teacher and how important it is to be a teacher and get to know all your students and help them learn.
Definitely getting to know the students and the faculty. At a rural school, they are very good about making you feel like you're at home, and they have a very small-knit community. It almost feels like a family, and it didn't take long for me to feel part of their family during my week. And the students didn't even want me to leave. They wanted me to stay all year, so that's always a really good feeling to have. And they even asked their principal if he could give me a job.